everyone, and welcome to the Coon Rapids Ice Center for CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey. Tonight, the Coon Rapids Cardinals host the Armstrong-Cooper Hawks. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro sidelines for tonight's action, and how exciting for the Cardinals to get back into division action after getting a couple of wins in Wisconsin over last weekend.
Yeah, and this is a really good matchup for them. Really, both teams, you look at their records coming in. The Cardinals are 4-5, the Hawks are 3-8. But these are two teams that play very physical against each other. We've done a number of games between these two squads. So I think, Coach Mo says this could be a 3-2-4-3 type of game going either way. So it should be a lot of fun.
Well, and the Hawks have a number of players who can get the job done, and Jonah Jangula leading the way on the scoring department.
Yeah, he's one of the captains on this team, and he's got 6 goals and 10 assists on the year. So he is one of those players that I know the Cardinals are going to have to make sure they know where he is and keep him away from the front of the net.
Well, and on the flip side, the Cardinals have a freshman coming in, forgoes his final year of youth hockey, ends up wearing Team USA jersey over the summer, and he's having a big impact on the varsity squad right away.
A freshman phenom for sure, and that's A.J. Carlson. He's got 10 goals and 7 assists as a freshman, and you've seen these guys a lot more than I have, and you know the capability of both him and his brother Tommy to score when they get an opportunity. So if you're a Hawk fan, that's one of the players that you're going to have to worry about in keeping it away from front of the net.
They're definitely a dangerous duo, and they're hoping to get the new year started right. The Cardinals host the Hawks next on CTN.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Back in the creek, just about set to drop the puck between the Cardinals and the Hawks. Take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors from Armstrong-Cooper, the center Drew Ide, his wings Jonah Jangula we talked about, and Ben Anderson. Carter Lucas and Bjorn Jensen are the defensemen. Owen Reeves is between the pipes. For the Cardinals, Kirby Peary centering Tyler Flatabo and Wyatt Ball, Jake Van Holzen and Jeremiah Simonson, the defenseman. Connor Wise getting the start in net.
Yeah, I talked to both coaches, and it's an interesting parallel between these two. And Coach Charleston of the Hawks told me, he says, he's kind of been struggling this year. He's looking for some sort of right buttons to push for the kids. In the past, he hasn't had as much difficulty as he has this year. But and you look at Coach Mo, he says he's pretty excited for this game. He thinks it's going to be a great test for him, a great opportunity. They've won 3 of their last 4. Great opportunity to keep things moving positively.
Early possession for the Hawks. Bringing it in is Ide. Broken up along the left board. Chased into the corner by Jangula. Cuts back against Van Holzen. Tied up there. In to help out is Peary. Digging for it is Ide. Peary still fighting. Kirby able to poke it to the near corner. Simonson pushing it along for Ball. He's tied up along the boards. 4-man scrum. Puck comes free. From high in the slot, Jangula, blocker save Wise up into the netting. Solid rebound control for the junior netminder. He's had the pipes every minute of varsity so far.
Yeah, and great opportunity for him as well. And this is a team in Armstrong that they want to create a lot of opportunities in front of the net, and they hope to pressure Connor Wise here tonight. But, Joe, I think the biggest thing is I think we'll see the physical play will really be a tale of this game, I believe. Both these teams like to play physically.
Espinoza leaves it in the corner. Corey to AJ, flips it out center. Chasing it is Tommy Carls. No icing as it slowed just in time on the back door. An opportunity for Ryan Corey. Pass off the skate of Dimage back into the zone. Coon Rapids with a penalty behind the play. It's going to go against Ryan Corey early.
Well, it's Coach Mo said our special teams will be important tonight, and obviously they're going to test their penalty kill here early on, as the Hawks will have that skater advantage.
Armstrong with the chance on the power play. Jangula up top, eyed on the near side. His shot deflected up into the rafters by Hansen. And another face-off in the Coon Rapids end.
You know, the Hawks, we talked about in the open, they've lost eight games this year, Coach Charleston. You know, 5 of those 8 games have come against teams that at one point were in the top 15 in the area, so in the state. So this has been great competition for them.
Eyed on the midboard up top, Jangula. He'll take a shot through traffic. Hit a shin pad, deflected to the corner. Eyed there to recover. Back up top, Jangula. Back to Eyed, had to kick it to his stick. Goes down low for Campion. Out to Jangula, quick shot, blocker save, rebound chance, and that deflects wide. Wise another shot, glove knocked down and back into the corner. So 3 quick shots. Scramble out front and swatted and played out to center.
Yeah, Wise standing tall in net. A blast, able to get that one and make a couple of saves there. A couple of shots on goal for the Hawks.
Jensen stops up just inside the blue line. Fakes the shot over to Jangula. Back to Jensen. Top of the circles, out. One-timer. Deflected into the corner by Van Holzen out front. Simonson battling with 2 Hawks in the corner. Eyed will get a little room. Played down to Campion. Poked away. And it's knocked down and kept in. Jangula turns at the blue line. Takes a look. Plays it down into the corner. The centering pass broken up. Jensen plays it back down. Campion in the corner. 9 seconds and 8 left on the power play. Jensen trying to walk out front. Poked free by Van Holzen. Recovered by Nicholas. He'll chip it ahead out into center ice. Campion plays it right back in. Cardinals trying to get some fresh legs out there after they've killed that power play. Good little flurry for Armstrong-Cooper, but unable to put one behind Connor Wise. Van Holzen chips it to the red line. Tommy Carl's digging for it there. Big hit by Jake Corey at the blue line. Cutting out front was Schreiner, but he was off balance as he was bumped by Van Holzen. Pass handcuffed. Tommy Carl's trying to get to the neutral zone. Here's Ryan Corey poking it ahead. Now played back out by the Hawks. Tommy will recover at the blue line. Carl's had it poked free. Able to recover and then have it poked free again by Nick Haugen. He plays it in deep. Van Holzen behind his own net. Near side corner, Jake Corey to Jake Van Holzen. To center ice ahead, Tommy Carl's into the zone. Wrist shot, save made, and covering up is Reeves.
Well, he had a defender on a little, troubling a little bit, but boy, what a nice wrist shot. Got that shot off. You see it again. Tried to get that. The defender tried to get his stick on it, but he was able to get the shot away.
Ball taking the draw for the Cardinals. Tied up. Jake Corey will keep it in at the blue line. Round far side, Jensen collides with his opposite number in Fladibo. And it comes out to center. Tipped in team by College. He'll recover in the corner. Down low for Wisejohn. Wisejohn out to the point. Lucas's shot hits traffic, misses wide. Espinoza poking at it in the corner. Played around behind by Battershirt. Fladibo slides it along. The pass too far in front of ball. He's able to recover into the zone. A good chance on the backhand for Kirby Peary. But Reeves able to keep the 5-hole closed.
Yep. Peary with the best opportunity so far of the game here for the Cardinals. just couldn't get past Reeves. Reeves did a good job of closing and making sure he covered the puck. Nice feed here, and then right off his pad.
Speed through center by Jangula, but broken up as he got to the blue line. He fights for possession again right at the entrance to the Cardinals zone. Ide walking in, a shot that misses high and wide, and they're unable to keep it in the zone on the near side as Axel chases it all the way back down behind his own net. Pressured there by Caden Anderson. Reverses course. Anderson still a good stick check. This one's played all the way down. Wise will backhand it away from Jangula, who was threatening. Roloff plays it behind in the skates of Anderson. Hansen back into their own zone are the Hawks. Long pass ahead, bounces away from Anderson. Ide trying to weave through some traffic. Poke free, Roloff lost the handle into the corner. Ide trying to stay away from the sophomore defenseman for the Cardinals. Tommy Carls had it momentarily, trying to battle back for it. That shot doesn't get through. Roloff with the block right out front. Turns away from the pressure behind his own net. Hansen trying to get it to A.J. Carls. Tommy able to get it out to center. And it's finally played into the Hawks' end. Steinke.
I'd say the Hawks doing a nice job of keeping it down the Cardinal end.
Oh, and pass out front just out of the reach of A.J. Carls, and he finishes with a big hit on the near board. Short angle shot and a goal for Armstrong-Cooper. It was Campion beating Wise on the short side.
Yeah, Wise definitely was disappointed with himself on that one, but nice shot nonetheless, and Campion gets the goal. We'll see it again as he's able to get by a little bit of space past the defender and able to put it in the net. That's Campion's 5th goal of the season.
It's a tough place for a netminder. Yeah. You can't move that blocker as effectively as the glove hand to stop shots from a low angle. Skating it in is Lucas. It's knocked off his stick. Back the other way comes Wyatt Ball. Trying to get around the corner. It's knocked away by Schreiner and played back out to center. Simonson ahead for Ball. He's knocked off the puck in offside. Cardinals still offside. Peary smartly waited for it, but now into the zone is Lucas. A shot gloved by Wise.
Yeah, I think the Hawks wanted a line change, and Lucas able just to put one on net. Get that line change. Both teams getting some fresh skaters out on the ice.
Tie up on the faceoff. Jake Corey able to get in, play it out to center. Axel can't get it past Nicholas. In from the faceoff, down his shot. Bounced up in the air, and Reeves had no idea where it was. But his guy's back to safely secure it and get it back out to neutral ice.
Yeah, good opportunity there. Unfortunately, not a white jersey able to put that puck in. Because they had a lot of open net.
Anderson plays it back in deep. Hawks a misfired pass. That'll be icing. And a face-off back in their zone. Carl's boys, not a lot to talk about.
Not yet.
Their first couple of shifts.
Not yet.
But coming out here midway through the first period with an offensive zone face-off.
And for as much pressure as the Hawks had down in the Cardinal end, just only 4 shots on goal so far for them, 3 for the Cardinals.
Corey can't keep it in at the blue line, comes free to center. Espinoza up the near wing for A.J. Carls. Trying to go across to brother Tommy Carls. It was broken up. Ide kicks it into the zone right on Wise. He'll cover it up, and we'll have a face-off at the other end.
That'll come to the right of Connor Wise. 2:23 remaining in this opening period. 1-0 in favor of Armstrong-Cooper.
Tie-off, shot off the face-off for Campion, or for Jangula, rather. Jangula gets it back, plays it out to the point. Shot hits traffic, comes right back out to Burns. He'll try to play it deep, stopped up by A.J. Carls. Tommy trying to get it back to him. Eventually does. A.J. will stop up, but it will be played in by Ben Hansen. And taking time to turn around is Burns. Now across for Steinke, who forces it through center. Tipped into the zone, but right back out. Sent in deep by Hansen. Burns recovers behind his own net, pressured by Ryan Corey. Tommy Carls had the puck, got taken down. Puck tied up now, and Ide will play it back for Steinke. Ahead, it's in the skates of Jangula, and they wave off icing as Simonson recovers behind his own net. A.J. Carls ahead to Tommy Carls. He's bumped off it at the blue line. Campion recovers. He'll play it across. Into the zone comes Jensen. Jensen with an angle. His shot deflected up and out of play by the stick of Jake Van Holzen.
It looked like a little confusion on the defensive end for Coon Rapids.
Good play by Jake V.
Yeah.
To step over just in time.
Got a stick on it.
Put a stick on it.
Yep.
Up out of danger. Peary turning away from the pressure, but then rubbed off it by Teddy Campion. Couple of Campions on this line. Jack Campion, the one to score the goal. This one played ahead to Wyatt Ball. This is Jack Campion taking it away from Wyatt Ball, playing back out to center. Van Holzen plays it in deep. Knocked down by Lucas. He'll take it behind. Pass deflected ahead to Dimich. He's bumped off it, but Jensen able to skate into the Cardinal end, down below the circles behind the net, looking to pass on the backhand. We'll send it out to the point where Lucas gets it back in deep. Deflection, trying to get it back out in front, but Wise left it there for his defenseman. Van Holzen poking it through some traffic. Pass broken up by Matt Campion. There's 3 Campions getting regular ice time. Look more closely. Backhand chance in close. And Wise got enough of it to deflect it wide.
Again, Hawks doing a good job of controlling the action.
Lucas's shot deflects out front, heads into the corner. Knapp had it, but had it taken away. Pass out front. Couldn't be corralled by Sam Schreiner. Schreiner wins it back along the boards. Across to Joe Campion.
Shot out right off the mask of Connor Wise.
There are 4 Campions on the team, and it looks like we have triplets plus 1, a year behind.
Wow. That's a great story.
Espinoza behind his own blue line, lost the handle a little bit, sweeps it over for Knapp. Knapp took a little bit of time, and it's taken away by College, who plays it back in deep. Espinoza round near side, out of the reach of Nicholas, who's bumped off it along the boards. Flipping it out to center is Caden Anderson. It'll carry all the way down, but icing waved off as College gets there in plenty of time. A.J. Carls breaks it up at center, but then he's bumped off it. Won back momentarily by Axel and played in deep by Jake Corey. Joe Campion playing it back to the near side. They get it out to center and then sent right back in by Corey. Wise out to play it. Flips it on the backhand into the corner. Parker Roloff ahead for Tommy Carls. Pass didn't get through to A.J. Ryan Corey knocked off the puck. With it is Ben Anderson. He plays it across. Good regroup, but Jangula tips it in deep. Roloff plays it around behind. Ryan Corey trying to deflect it right back to Roloff. Roloff off the boards. Tommy off the boards, out to A.J. Carls, able to stay on side, but couldn't get around Mike Burns. Hyde recovers in the corner. A.J. may have gotten away with a little bit of a hook right there.
Yeah, a little push, a little push.
The other way comes Jagula, across, big save.
Yeah,
I think he got a piece of it, but it definitely
so.
wrong post.
Yeah, I think so as well. But their leading scorer, nice job by Connor Wise to get a piece of enough of it to keep it out of the net.
Jangulin. Pass out of the reach is Steinke, who will play it in deep. Anderson behind, tried to reverse on the pass. Ryan Corey plays it all the way down. That'll be icing. And a faceoff coming back in the Coon Rapids end. 2:55 remaining. First period, they trail 1-0.
Yeah, just 3 shots on goal so far for the Cardinals offense. And again, this is a great opportunity. Let's see if we can see where Wise did get a piece of it.
Nope, that was just clear crossbar.
For the crossbar.
This one played in pretty weakly. Easy cover for Wise. And we'll try that face-off again. Shot right into the glove of Connor Wise, and we'll try another face-off.
Yeah, Wise really realized that there's a Hawk player right there. Smartly gloves that puck.
Jack Campion wins the face-off. Shot from the point by Jensen, missed wide. Lucas bumped off it, but keeping it in at the line was Steinke, and a tip out front, and we have a 2-0 game.
Yeah, puck just kind of floated there in front of the net. As quickly as that, 2-0 with 2:33 remaining. Carter Lucas with the goal. That's his first goal of the season. See it again, just poke away at it. Tied up a little bit in front, but able to get a stick on it. Score goal number 2 here in the first period for the Hawks.
Scoring for the Wings, his first goal is season number 20, Carter Lucas.
Cardinals able to poke it back out to center, but Armstrong with Cooper with some good sustained pressure now with a 2-goal lead. Trying to carry momentum over to the next line. Haugen tied up along the boards. Cardinals come away with it. Jake Corey across just out of the reach of Knapp. He's able to follow it into the zone. Nicholas gloves it down just inside the line. Anderson plays it back to Espinoza, across to Corey. Corey plays it in deep. Reeves stops it up behind his own net. With speed through center is Axel along the right wing. Easy stick save for Wise. Hawks can't keep it in the zone. Retreat to center. Joe Campion. For Axel, big windup. Shot blocked by Simonson. Recovered by Van Holzen in the corner. And his stick broke. And he doesn't know it. Now he dropped it. Played out front. Tipped away. But out at the point is Jensen. And here's the boys on a 2-0. AJ walks in. Backhand. And I don't know if Reeves got a piece of that one or if he just sailed it right up over the glass.
Wow.
They are putting
I think he got a piece of it.
They're putting the face-off in the zone, which would mean the netminder got a piece of it.
A great opportunity for the Cardinals there. And you talked about him, A.J. Carls with the talent. You see the miss, the fan by the Hawk player, and then it's tough to see from that.
I couldn't tell. Nope, he clanked it off the top of the crossbar too.
Wow. That was a great opportunity.
Played out to center. Tip through, and did it get in? No, his defenseman able to.
Wow.
Tommy just created pressure with his speed. And the puck kind of came free, and it pinballed between the legs of Owen Reeves.
Oh,
His defenseman was the last one to touch it.
And a great job there because it did, as you mentioned,
Bjorn
it did
Jensen was the
pinball.
one to kind of have the last stick poking, and it put it right between his 5-hole. But then it was also Jensen who covered up behind his goal netminder. One-timer out front, kicked away by Wise. Coon Rapids trying to fly the other way. Ball had it tipped away at the blue line. Jensen just out of the reach of Hyde. Parker roll-off. Didn't get much on it. A pass out front and a misfire from Ben Anderson.
Yeah, fortunately for the Cardinals.
This one played out to the far zone. A 2-on-1 for the Cardinals. Ball across. Vladimo misses wide to the far side just before the buzzer. And the Cardinals will go to the locker room trailing by a pair. We'll take a break and try and get first period reaction from Hawks head coach Dan Charleston right after this. At the Coon Rapids Ice Center, Armstrong-Cooper with a 2-0 lead. As we reach the first intermission, we're joined by Hawks head coach Dan Charleston. And Coach, you got to like the way your team has started.
Yeah, I think we've been pretty aggressive. That was kind of the point and sort of the message coming out of the gate here is just to be real aggressive and try to take care of pucks at our blue line and get pucks in at their blue line and get pucks to the net. So it's been pretty good. A little dangerous though, you know. There was a couple plays there where it could have went the other way for Coon Rapids, and I'd like us to be a little bit tighter. But you know, so far pretty excited about the energy and pretty excited about the second period. We'll see how they can come out.
Coach, you talked about creating opportunities when you and I spoke, and you definitely did that. You've got the opportunities in that first period, and you made them count.
Yeah, you know, and I think it's just being smart and sort of everybody being on the same page. You know, we like to get pucks below the goal line with our defensemen. If they don't have a clear shot to the net, it's either to the net, and if it's not, it's got to get chipped back below the goal line, and then our offensive forwards kind of got to go to work and make things happen. But creativity is great. I just hope that we can make the right decision a little bit better here in the second and third with some of our decision making when we decide to place the puck.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. Good luck the rest of the way. We'll take another break. We'll be back with the first period stats and highlights right after this. You're watching CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey.
Stay connected to what's happening in your community by watching CTN Update, with a new episode every Friday at 5 p.m. From your local city and county government to what's happening in our schools, to interesting stories on the people and events here at home, we've got it all covered. CTN Update, keeping you connected to your community.
Back at the Crick, 2-0 Armstrong-Cooper after one period, and Howie Coon Rapids just unable to get much of any offensive flow through that first period.
Yeah, and they had a couple great opportunities right at the end of that period, but unfortunately they couldn't get the goals. But you're right, they need to create more. Only 4 shots on goal in that first period, and that's something that I know that Coach Mo will want to correct here in the second.
Yeah, early on, especially the Hawks got a lot of pressure, but not a lot of shots on goal. There's a prime scoring chance for Kirby Peary, but then a short angle shot by Jack Campion put him on the board midway through the period, and then the late goal by Carter Lucas, his first of the season. The Cardinals create a little bit at the end, and then both teams hitting crossbars late in the period.
Yeah, there you see the shots, 11 on goal for the Hawks, only 4 as we talked about for Coon Rapids, but the big one is in that bottom left corner, 2 goals. Or I'm sorry, top left corner, 2 goals for Armstrong-Cooper, and 0 for the Cardinals.
Yeah, great A chance for A.J. Carls late in the period, and he ripped it off the top of the the crossbar up into the netting. And
Great chance.
They need to generate more opportunities like that second and third period.
Yeah, and that's what they'll be looking for coming out of the break.
We'll take that break, drop the puck on the second period right after this. You're watching CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey.
County hopes construction of the overpass can start in March or April and be finished by the start of the new school year.
Yes, I'm going to live to be 100.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, just about ready to get the second period underway. Armstrong-Cooper a 2-0 lead and hoping to build upon it. Talked about it coming in. 3 of their last 4 have been wins for this team. They've had a really tough schedule throughout. You look at common opponents. One glaring one is a win for Robbinsdale Armstrong over Centennial, while the Cardinals lost that one 8-1. Flatabo sends it across. Backhanded deep by Simonson. Paddled into the corner by Reeves. Coming around behind with it and flying to center is Jack Ide. Ide into the zone, drops it off. Jangula, pad save wise. And we're going to have a really early penalty to start the second period.
It'll put the Cardinals on the advantage as Drew Ide, one of the better players and one of the second leading scorer for the squad, is going to take the penalty. Now opportunity for the Cardinals.
Too aggressive on the stick check. Took it out of the hands of Van Holzen as he dropped it for Jangula. Coon Rapids took an early penalty in the first, was able to kill it off. Cooper, but a shorthanded opportunity for Jangula getting behind on the breakaway. A good back check by Wyatt Bull disrupted his shot. Now Jangula able to knock Van Holzen off it behind the net.
Yeah, I think he was going to have
Jangula creating all kinds of problems shorthanded. Tommy leaves it for A.J. Carls into the zone. Spins at the top of the circle, into the corner. Nobody there but blue jerseys. And Carter Lucas sends it the length.
Yeah, Lucas did a nice job of just didn't waste any time clearing that puck. We'll see it again. And we talked about Jangula in the open, the leading scorer for the squad. But yeah, great job getting the stick.
Wyatt Ball, an excellent effort with the stick. Ben Anderson to face off against Tommy Carls to the right of Connor Wise. Carls wins the draw, but Anderson disrupts things and breaks things up. Now the Cardinals able to recover and possess to center. Van Holzen's pass ahead off the heel of the stick of Tommy Carls, but gets it into the zone. Sent back to him by Wyatt Ball. He'll carry behind the net. Out to the point, Van Holzen back to Tommy Carls. It's Wyatt Ball in his skates, back up top. Van Holzen and to get off his stick. And now chopped all the way down by Ben Anderson.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jake couldn't keep the puck in, or control the puck, I should say. 40 seconds left on the power play opportunity for Cardinals.
A.J. Carls dumps it in. Reeves stops it up behind. And it's cleared again by the Hawks.
And the Cardinals are looking for their first shot on goal here in this power play opportunity.
Played ahead, bounces away from A.J. Carls. Had to wait. Tommy was held just offside. Had to get his foot back on. A.J. fans on the dump attempt. It's poked back out. Dominic Espinoza leaves it up the boards. Deflected in deep by Ryan Corey. Kirby Peary battles for it and able to kick it into the corner. The penalty expires. No shots on the power play. Shot from Ryan Corey. Played back around for Matt Campion. Campion into the zone and offside. So he did a little drag there through the defenseman. Wise John in a step early and
a little physical
little
in the corner.
extracurriculars.
Yep.
After the play. No penalties called.
Push it, yeah. I was kind of surprised that didn't get called.
This will be icing. We'll face it off back in the Armstrong-Cooper end.
Again, early on here, very little offensive production for Coon Rapids. They do have one shot on goal in this period so far.
Tommy Carl's able to slip through on the face-off, get a shot that missed just wide. He recovers it again, just into the zone, tipped off his stick. He's able to recover, then chased off it. Evan Axel tied up by AJ in the corner. Played ahead, and Wisejohn sends it across ice. Jake Corey sends it back to center. Tommy Carl's had a touch. AJ back to Tommy. Tommy waiting, goes deep. Trying to wrap around, too much traffic there. AJ recovers in the corner. AJ Carls spins away from the pressure by Axel, gets it out to the point. Corey sends it right back to him. Centering attempt. Deflected to the corner and recovered by Batterster. Puck played out of play.
That puck went right off Tommy Carls into his own bench.
And right off the face-off, they send it back into the sticks. Jack Campion able to win the draw. Back behind his own net is Jensen. Round near side for Dimich, who moves it along. Jack Campion gets tied up. Kirby Peary and Wyatt Ball just met with force at center ice. Jensen will wing it around the near boards again. Dimich ahead, well out of the reach of Campion, but too short to. Great stick check by Dominic Espinoza. Wyatt Ball will retreat to his own end. Play it across. Espinoza in to recover. Send it around. Jake Corey. Big hit as he just leveled Carter Lucas.
He really did.
Lucas gets back up, has the puck. Now had it stripped and sent the length of the ice. That'll be icing and a face-off back in the Cardinal end. 12:04 to play second period.
Yeah, we saw a lot of pressure in the Cardinal end in that first period. And again, just
a couple of big hits in that last shift. Yep. One center ice between two Cardinals.
Look at that, right?
And then the pass out of reach for Jake Corey, but he makes Carter Lucas pay the price for getting there first. Lucas able to pop right back up and get that puck right back. Jangula's shot. Played into the corner off the pad of Wise. Nicholas recovered, got it to line, but not out. Here's Jangula again, wrist shot up over the net off the glass. Played out to center by Derek Knapp. Knapp fights, gets it back into the zone, and he's taken to the boards by Joe Campion. Nicholas turning out front in the slot, tried to drag, lost the puck. And back come the Hawks at center ice. Jangula gets it through some traffic. Plays it between his own legs, turns, looks out front. A quick deflection there by Anderson. Turned away by Wise. Knapp cut off as he tried to exit. Joe Campion from the point. This shot stick save and recovered behind by Ide. He tried to drag it to the back door and just couldn't recover to get another shot on. Shot from the point, hit traffic and deflects into the corner. Jangula on the backhand, out of the reach of Simonson. Jangula gets it back. Jangula stops up in the corner. Looks, bobbles, recovers, pressured, turns away from it. Circles again, now out to the point where Campion has some room, plays it across. And the shot by Steinke deflected wide. Jangula turning out of the corner, snapshot up and over, and this one will exit the zone. Just into the zone, and the Hawks with a chance to catch the Cardinals on a change as they were dead tired. That shot turned away, and there's going to be some goalie interference. Connor Wise got hit kind of hard with sliding, did get to the back board, but hopefully not too hard. It looks like he's going to stand up and be okay.
Yeah, should be okay. And again, what a great flurry by the Hawks. Just couldn't get an opportunity to score, but they put so much pressure in on the Cardinal net. Only a couple of shots on goal in that flurry, but they're out shooting Coon Rapids 15-5 so far here. Almost midway through.
Oh, and a bad exchange. Here's another chance for AJ on the breakaway. Whiffs. And I think that a good back check there. Burns got just enough of his stick to break it up. And the net came off, so that's why the whistle blew.
Oh, great opportunity.
Just a bad exchange and another. Oh, no, he just fanned on it.
He fanned on it.
AJ Carls with 2 golden opportunities so far and not able to bury either one. 10:15 left here, second period. Into the corner, Tommy Carls with the steal from Jensen. Speed to the top of the circle. Out to Roloff. Plays it back in deep. Tommy Carls in front of Jensen. Absorbs some contact, and we're going to have a penalty coming up against the Hawks. And maybe some extra there is.
They're a little pushing and shoving back and forth.
And there's some chatter.
Yeah.
Some extra contact. It'll be interesting to see what all comes out of this. Teddy Campion, the one making his way to the bench, to the box. It'll be interesting to see if he gets more than 2.
Now, one of the things that Coach Mo talked about is
he will not.
They know that this is going to be a physical game, and we need to keep our composure. And they did a good job of not retaliating, not getting any opportunities to draw a penalty themselves. And they will be on the power play here. We'll see it again. Teddy Campion brought to the ice. He came up. Ended up getting that penalty.
Well, Cardinals' first power play early in this period resulted in 0 shots. They'd like something a little better this second time with the advantage tonight.
Yeah, well, they definitely
Clear doesn't work. Van Holzen over to AJ Carls, fires wide, recovered off the near boards by Ball. Ball will walk to the top, over to AJ, back up top. Jake Van Holzen bobbled it, and they have to come back out of the zone. Near side, Kirby Peary. Back to AJ, settles, backhand, deflected off of Ide, and paddled to the corner with the stick by Reeves. This one played all the way down.
That was a pretty great opportunity for the Cardinals there on that backhand. Had Tommy on his left, but Armstrong able to get a piece of a pretty good one, a little nice assist.
Wyatt ball speed end to end. Trying to center, broken up by Ide. Taken away by Tommy Carls. To Peary at the back door, he scores!
They needed that. That was a nice job of working the puck around the perimeter and getting it inside. And Peary makes him pay. And they cut the lead in half, 2-1 in favor of the Hawks.
Kirby Peary took his time and teed it up, and then able to sneak it through the 5-hole as Reeves came across. Power play goal, their first shot on the power play. Wyatt Ball gets it down there, and then Tommy Carls with the steal, looks to the back door. Peary collects, finds the 5-hole, and cuts the lead in half.
Goal number 5 for Kirby on the season, and a big one here. The Cardinals need a little bit of momentum.
Jake Corey's pass taken away by College. Covered by Peary, then taken back by the Hawks. Cardinals able to force it to center, but Flatabo had to take it away and dumped in deep by Steinke. Corey plays it into the corner. Espinoza up the boards and out. Flip back in on the backhand. Jake Corey behind his own net. Nicholas can't handle the pass, bumped off it there by Joe Campion. Campion will get it back. Shot hits traffic out front, blocked by Espinoza. Peary flips but not out. Fired right in on Wise. He'll cover it up and take the face-off with just under 8 minutes left.
Well, we'll see what that spark does for Coon Rapids. Gives them a little bit of kick with that goal.
Shot missed wide for Matt Campion. Knapp able to force it out to center. Caden Anderson plays it in. Jensen across for Lucas. Up the boards, and it's swept in deep by Matt Campion. Parker Roloff will recover behind his own net. Chip along out of the reach of Knapp. Kept in at the corner by Jensen. Down low for Matt Campion. Out front, Wise.
Oh, there goes pushing and shoving again.
Cover up at the post. Whistle blows, and the pushing, shoving, falling happens after the whistle. I'm not sure how. Just trying to flip it in off of Wise, and Wise holds himself to the post.
Yeah, he pins himself in the corner of that post.
Just shot it low, and it tried to bank it in off the skate. Wise able to hold strong, and his defensemen come in to enforce on his freeze. Puck chipped out to center. Lucas plays it off the boards. Campion is played off it by Simonson. A.J. Carls to Tommy Carls. Now Ryan Corey able to dump it in deep. Lucas around. Tommy Carls tried to pick it off the boards, but back the other way comes Jensen. Stops up at the blue line. Backhanded pass out of the reach of Hyde. He's tied up there by Van Holzen. Ben Anderson trying to come out of the corner. Had his stick lifted. This one's chipped ahead to Tommy Carls. Fanned on his pass. Turned around, and we're going to have a penalty coming up on Armstrong. Dumped in deep. Stopped up behind the net by Reeves. That'll get the whistle. And the Cardinals get another opportunity after cashing in on their last power play.
Yeah, they hope that last power play can be successful, show the success they had on that one to carry over to this one, Joe. And again, if they can even it up here, you talk about momentum swinging.
They're certainly not going to complain if it comes on the first shot of the power play, as long as it comes early.
No.
But they'd like to have a few more shots on goal on the power play. It still took 56 seconds into that penalty, or 55, to get that first shot on goal. Can't generate anything. This one's played all the way down, stopped up by Connor Wise. Kind of scarily.
Yeah. Got to make sure you play that one right.
This pass well in front of Van Holzen. But he's able to steal it back. It's out front, broken up by Joe Campion. Kirby Peary able to settle and get control. Tommy Carls. Up top for Van Holzen. Down low for A.J. Carls. Tommy Carls. Coming out. Shot. Hit traffic. Came right back to him. Carls down to A.J. Carls, trying to deflect out front. Was trying to get it to Kirby Peary on the doorstep. But it was intercepted by the netminder.
Yeah, good thought, too. AJ's in the corner. You're going to see him try and feed that puck through. He's able to make sure he covered up.
A.J. Carls in the corner, trying to sprint away. Got hooked up a little bit by Lucas. Spin away from him again. Van Holzen back to Tommy Carls. Carl's shot that deflected and went up over. Perry tried to center, but it was broken up and cleared. Van Holzen. Cross ice. A.J. Carls chips it along. Jensen fires it back the other way. Wyatt Ball gloves it down. Tried to step around Ide, but had it poked free. Tommy Carls across to Jake Van Holzen. Ball into the zone, drops it off. Peary back to Van Holzen. Missed wide on the left side. A.J. Carls back to Van Holzen. Played out to the point. Van Holzen, Wise fires. Rebound chance, and that's deflected wide as well. Stick goes flying. Tommy Carls tried to play it out front and then got flattened. Kirby Peary's stick was nearly up in the rafters. Ide drops it, quick shot. Deflected up into the netting by Connor Wise.
Yeah, Ide coming in and getting that quick shot out, and Wise doing a good job of just clearing it out. You see it here as he just...
Good stick save,
Yep.
good ramp, up
Yep.
and out of here. Peary discussing with the official at center ice what happened in the corner. His stick was way up in there. See a lot more of that called now than you did 15, 20 years ago. One played down where Wise is going to cover it up as Jack Campion is coming in. Some more talking and chipping.
Yeah. All right, we talked about in the opening, this game was going to be physical. Armstrong likes to play physical, and certainly Coon Rapids will go toe-to-toe with them.
Hawks win the draw, played near side for Steinke. His shot misses wide off to the far side. Jack Campion plays it behind. Teddy is centering pass that was turned off the pad of Wise. Tie up in the corner. We're going to see Armstrong go on the power play for the first time in this period. 3:43 remaining in the second.
Yeah, unfortunately, now we're going to
you hate to see the good ones go bad.
Yeah.
Dominic Espinoza with the infraction.
So the penalty kill unit again for Coon Rapids makes strong here. They cut the lead in half and want to make sure that they kill this one off.
Good possession early on for the Hawks. Jangula's shot off a skate into the corner. Roll off. Tried to clear it, ended up hitting Knapp in the back, but got out to center anyway. Jangula back in his own zone. He'll skate through center. Right side, set up, top of the circle. Cross, Jensen won't take the shot. Instead, downloaded Jack Campion. Centers off of Hansen and into the net.
Wow.
Passing attempt off the Cardinal defender. And Wise definitely not happy about that one.
No, certainly nothing
Just
he can do about
12 seconds. Looking at the wrong numbers.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate.
40 seconds in.
We're going to see it here again, and goes right off the Cardinal player into the net. And the Hawks will take it. They've got their 2-goal lead back.
I believe it was Campion passing out of the corner, Jack Campion, so he'll have his second goal of the game. That shot flicked high and wide by Haugen. They did award an assist, but I thought
not the Hansen, I'm sure.
No, but on an own goal, I thought they usually gave no assists. But a fortunate bounce has the Hawks back in front by 2. Campion slid out in front of Simonson, and he's a little slow to get up. That's Matt Campion. This one played to the line but not out, held in by Haugen. Simonson ties up with Ide in the corner, pokes the puck back behind. Steal by Van Holzen, held at the line by Noah Weisja. Jangula in the corner, all the way across, bounces right over the stick of Jensen to center ice. Turn it around, Jangula's backhanded pass, intercepted by Peary. And he would have had an opportunity, or at least maybe drawn a penalty, but Fladebo still on the ice in the offensive zone on a line change.
Yep, couldn't get off in time.
You can see him.
Then he was
clearly
brought down.
The right call. Cards win the faceoff. Espinosa to A.J. Carls. He lost an edge as he tried to enter the zone. Ide going back the other way. Pass picked off by Tommy Carls. Pokes it ahead to A.J. Carls, walking in top of the circle. Short angle shot, gloved down by Reeves, and he's able to cover up. Some pushing and shoving behind the net.
Again, getting physical here behind the Hawks net. Like I said, we've seen both these teams dishing it out.
Jake Corey able to hold it in at the line, poke back into the corner by Steinke. Joe Campion fires it around. Centering pass for I didn't click. Corey gloved it down, but here's a 2-on-1 for the Hawks. The shot, blocker saved by Wise. Tommy Carls can't get it out. Jake Corey off the boards behind Campion. Reeves will get there in front of Carls and play it to the corner, and the Hawks able to get it back out. This one deflected up into the rafters. We'll have a face-off near center ice.
And we're winding down here in the second period. 3-1 lead now for Armstrong-Cooper. And definitely a disappointing third goal because not much Wise to do about it as he gets that save there. 21 shots on goal for the Hawks so far, just 11 for Coon Rapids.
Nicholas ridden off of it by Lucas. Hawks able to get it out to center. Roll off, plays it in deep. Strong play along the boards for both teams. Jack Campion able to flip it out to center. Roll off at his own blue line. Covers into the corner and taken in strong. They're going to have a little bit of pushing and shoving, and we're going to see some penalties.
Some fist thrown.
As the time expires.
I don't know if something was said in that corner that.
Well, roll-off taken in. I thought they were going to call a penalty against Armstrong-Cooper right away on the way roll-off was taken into the corner, and then Kane Anderson came in to stick up for a teammate, and then all three of them were talking and some pushing and shoving. We'll sort it out and find out what happens on the other end of the break. We'll take a short time away and be back to hear how Steve Moe is feeling, his team trailing 3-1 after 2.
Oh, it's so nice to all be sitting down together. You can tell me something they did today.
I drew a horsey.
Good for you, son.
I started smoking.
I love you too, sweetheart.
I'm selling bongs out of our minivan.
I got a tramp stamp.
I'm getting implants.
I'm dating your brother.
Uh-huh.
I'm cooking meth in the basement.
Great idea, kiddo. That's why you're so popular at school.
Back at Coon Rapids Ice Center, the Cardinals trail the Armstrong-Cooper Hawks 3-1 as we head towards the third period. Joining us now is Cardinal head coach Steve Moe. And Coach, how hard is it to keep from being demoralized by a bad bounce in your end after you had fought so hard to get back within one?
It's all right stuff. I think, we just got to move past that right now and just kind of simplify the game for ourselves. So, it's a bad bounce, but we could maybe make our own luck by just simplifying everything a little bit.
We talked about the physicality of this game, and it certainly is playing into that. You talked about your guys keeping their composure. Towards the end of that period, a few fists maybe exchanged. What do you talk to you guys in terms of keeping their composure coming back in the third period?
It's going to be getting back to being disciplined and going with what the plan is. And for us right now, it's actually playing a pretty simple game, chipping it by the guys and skating to it and getting it. And I think we could create a lot. We're going to have to find a way to put a little bit more pressure on here in the third period. So we're going to have to hike up our breezers and give it all we got.
Yeah, I was going to say, you seem to generate a little bit of momentum after you scored that goal on your power play. And then, what do you do to get that back coming into the third period?
I'd kill off the penalty to get the momentum back, and then maybe we're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive on the forecheck. I think we have an opportunity to turn the puck over on their defensemen a little bit. They're holding it a little bit longer than they should. So if we can pressure them, turn it over, and get some offensive zone time, our confidence will grow throughout the period, and we'll see what happens.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. Good luck in the third period. We'll take another break, be back with second period stats and highlights after this. You're watching Coon Rapids versus Armstrong-Cooper live on CTN.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
Give your town a reason to celebrate, because every Goodwill item you bring home brings job training and more to your community. Goodwill, bring good home.
Welcome back to the Crick. Through two periods, Armstrong-Cooper a 3-1 lead. Howie, the Cardinals came out. They started to generate a little momentum, got a power play goal to get back within 2-1, and then a goofy one late in the period has them behind again by 2 heading into the final frame.
Tough goal off your teammate to go behind Connor Wise. And Coach Mo talked about there's a few things that they need to do, but this is an opportunity for them to get back into the game. They just need to generate some offense. Only 11 shots on goal through 2 periods.
Armstrong-Cooper, a good opportunity, but taken away by a good stick check by Wyatt Ball. Then on the power play, Kirby Peary finds the 5-hole. Make it a 2-1 game. But as we talked about, it was a late power play, and the centering pass goes off the heel of Van Hansen and right behind Connor Wise. They came with just a couple of minutes left in that third period and kind of soaked the spirits of the Cardinals a little bit headed into the intermission.
Yeah, Hawks out shooting the Cardinals 21-11. And it's just a number of opportunities that the Cardinals are looking to gain. But when you're getting 21 shots through 2, you're doing a pretty good job. And
10 shots a period is solid. Most coaches are going to take that.
And that third goal, just a fluky one off Hansen's heel, and
they all count.
Pushed them back to 2.
They all count the same.
They do.
Well, it's Cardinal country, but they will start the third period shorthanded and down by a pair. We'll drop the puck on that third period next on CTN.
Oh, it's so nice to all be sitting down together. You can tell me something they did today.
I drew a horsey.
Good for you, son.
I started smoking.
I love you too, sweetheart.
I'm selling bongs out of our minivan.
I got a tramp stamp.
I'm getting implants.
I'm dating your brother.
Uh-huh.
I'm cooking meth in the basement.
Great idea, kiddo. That's why you're so popular at school.
So a penalty assessed to Parker Roloff at the end of the second period. He gets taken in kind of from behind. There's a little chip to the face as he got up, and then Roloff threw a couple of punches.
Yep.
And
can't do that.
Penalty being served, though, by Flatibo. as we start the third period. Deflection came out, but Cardinals able to stick check the opportunity away from Anderson. Tommy Carls gets a steal and skates to center. AJ on his heels as they cross. Gets through his man, but Reeves there for the save point blank.
What a
Sweet
nice move.
stick work to generate the shorthanded chance.
Reminds me of a young Joe Young. Just a beautiful move to get it, create himself and get an opportunity. That's so pretty.
Well, he wanted to get that pass to his brother at the back door, but that lane taken away, and he just takes the opportunity. AC finally able to move it out to center. It's Ide skating down the left wing into the zone, circles in the corner, back up top to Jensen. Down low for Jack Campion. Ide skates to the top of the circle, backdoor shot, save made by Wise right in the chest. Down low, Campion trying to get it through to the back door, batted away by Espinoza, battles for it, and is finally played all the way down by Caden Anderson. With the pressure is Knapp, but then he spins out and hits the board hard in the corner. Jangula skates to center, into the zone, top of the circle, cuts back. Sets up, gets it over for Jensen, back across for Jangula. Ide walking in, goes back door, tied Campion up a little bit, plays it out to the point for Steinke. Steinke gets it back for Campion, nothing on that shot, and misses wide. A chance from a short angle there for Ide, but he flipped it on the side of the net. Puck poked free as the penalty expires. Flatabo trying to dig it out along the boards. Peary plays it back behind his own net, but the Hawks recover. Good one-time chance for Joe Campion coming down the slot, turned away. That shot well over the net, but Connor Wise will slow it down and get a face-off, make sure they can get some fresh legs out there and regroup a bit.
Hawks got some pressure on that power play opportunity, and again, you're still seeing the I got your disease. Armstrong-Cooper team do a nice job of controlling it down in the Cardinal end.
Peary digging for it along the boards, comes free. A shot from the point, had not much on it. Simonson plays it off the board all the way down. That'll be icing. Face-off back in the Cardinal end.
The Cardinals can ill afford to give up another goal here. Are down by 2 in the third period. They need an opportunity to provide some offense.
We talked with Coach Moe about what it would take to get the momentum back. He said, first we got to kill the penalty off.
Yep, which they did.
They were able to do so. Now, as you mentioned, get the puck to the other end and generate some chances. Steinke's shot is blocked by Corey. He'll keep it in at the blue line, though. Poke free by Tommy Carls. Corey tried to give it back to him. Loose puck played across and into the zone. Campion and Tommy Carls go sliding in, but no call either way. Joe Campion trying to get out of the corner. Can't get past Tommy Carls. Carls spins to A.J. Carls along the board. Back up top to Van Holzen. Backdoor, Tommy Carls, backhand goal.
Boy, that was huge. Very
great pass from Jake Van Holzen. Not many goaltenders are going to get back across the crease to stop Tommy Carls on an opportunity like that.
Yeah, that was a nice goal, and as you mentioned, a great assist from Jake Van Holzen. And that's what the Cardinals needed. They needed to cut that lead to 1. Obviously, plenty of time left in this hockey game. And they needed, as we talked about, needed to get momentum back. You kill the penalty off, and then you get the next goal.
Well, and beautiful from start to finish. Tommy starts it in the corner, gets it to AJ, who plays it back out. And Van Holzen finds Tommy at the back door. But after he dropped it off for AJ, he just circled around the zone, and puck came back to him at the back door. He puts it home, and Cardinals are going to get a penalty. Caden Anderson is going to go. We'll see what the call is. It was a high hit on Nick Haugen, and Haugen a little slow getting up and getting to the bench. And not what you needed.
No.
Another look at it, and
got the elbow up.
This one's going to be called head contact, almost guaranteed. Will they assess more than 2 minutes is the question. And this is what the refs are discussing at the box.
It was Tommy Carl's 12th goal of the game, of the season. 12th goal of the game. That would be pretty impressive.
That would be one heck of a game.
Yeah.
And that is definitely not how you build momentum, is take a penalty like that.
Right after you score a goal.
It
5
is
minutes.
a major.
Yeah. That hurts.
5-minute head contact, and I can't say I really disagree.
Yeah, I understand.
As much as I am a homer,
no,
that was a relatively vicious hit and straight to the face mask.
Yeah.
So the Cardinals will definitely be tested. That one deflected in on Wise. He dives out to cover it up. Let's try another face-off 6 seconds in.
Yeah, so the Cards will have the work cut out for him here on the penalty kill unit. And this is an Armstrong team that's very aggressive.
So of the first almost 9 minutes, the Cardinals will have had a minute and 43 seconds that was even strength.
Yeah, that's you can't continue.
And they
to do
scored
that.
during that minute and 43 seconds. Campion plays it in deep, recovered far side by Jensen. He turns and backs toward the blue line. He'll switch places with Jangula. And skated in deep near side centering pass, a one-time goal for Ben Anderson.
And just a nice feed for Ben Anderson.
And they can score as many as they want on a major power play. Beautifully set up, great assist, and great job finding the passing lane.
See it again
by
here.
Jensen.
Just a beautiful play as he's feeding it across, and Anderson's right there, and a relatively easy goal for him, number 5 on the season for Ben Anderson.
More power play time. Teddy Campion bobbles it a little bit. He's the youngest of the Campions on this roster, I believe. Youngest of the ones we've seen. He's the sophomore. The other 3 are juniors. Big blast from the point. Kick saved by Wise. Comes back. Another chance. Misses wide for Axel. And there's one off the back of Wise and into the net.
No, I think they're waving it off. I think they said the net was off.
No goal.
Yeah, they waved it.
Wise's spirits buoyed just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he thought, oh, no.
Well, you know, and just when you get the momentum back, as Coach Mo's going to call a timeout here with 3:50 remaining on the power play.
Campion,
yeah, there you see the net come off before the puck went in.
Oh, he waved it off him immediately.
Yeah, immediately.
Like to see we don't have a low angle in that corner, though. Unfortunate. Not that, I mean, as a goalie dad and a Cardinal fan, I'll take the call every time, but I'm not so sure that didn't make it in before that.
Well, I think a defender, I didn't see who it was, stretched out to try and see if he could get a stop and went into the net. Hey, did you know that we're on YouTube?
Cardinals certainly couldn't afford another quick one like that still early in this 5-minute penalty. I heard something about that YouTube.
You know,
what is it?
Well, you know, it's all the kids are talking about it.
It's on the interwebs.
Yeah, it is on the internet.
Oh, is that?
It's the internet. Yeah, and
the World Wide Web.
If you want to watch us live, you can certainly do so at our site on YouTube. You can watch
need an
anything
antenna?
we do. You need 3 of them and some tin foil, and then get up on the roof, and I think that you'll be able to get reception. Let's see if we can see anything, Joe, in here.
Oh, I didn't think we had a low angle. Oh.
Yeah, I think it just went off. I think it hit Wise and then went in.
Most referees would give you that goal because it was going in regardless of whether that post came off at that point or not. A.J. Carl's able to break it up, poke it out to center. Axel tried to leave it up the boards, but A.J. Carl's intercepts again. Joe Campion back in his own end. And he gets it back. Ahead for Axel. Into the zone. Left side. Stops up at the hash marks. Back up top for Campion. Down low on the right for Jack Campion. Centering pass broken up by Tommy Carls. And he chips it out to center. Here's A.J. trying to get around Joe Campion. Campion able to break it up with the stick, and that should be too many men on the ice. But
hit his skate.
The refs let that one go. Hyde trying to center a shot at the back door, and a hat trick for Jack Campion.
Yeah,
and the net's off even further this time.
Just too many players out in front of the net, and this is a tough situation for the Cardinals. When they scored that second goal to cut the lead to 3-2, they had the momentum, and then shortly thereafter, that's when you got the 5-minute penalty. And all of a sudden, the lead is now 3. See it again here.
Good patience. The centering pass, and Jack Campion puts it into the back of the net. But see, this net comes off right there.
Oh, yeah.
And it is definitely off before Campion puts it in the back of the net.
I think Coach Mo's talking about that to our official. Definitely the net came off before the puck went in.
Long before.
Yeah.
The first one,
was a little
the
more
first
question.
one I thought was more of a. That one I thought the net was more clearly off because it was off when the pass is made.
We'll see it one more time. Watch that. It's off on that side, and now it's on both sides.
No, it's just off right there when he comes across.
I thought it was off. Okay.
Bumps it off on the left.
Nonetheless, another goal for the Hawks.
And still 2:22 to go on this major power play. Jack Campion, short angle shot off the shoulder of Wise. Hansen trying to break it up in the corner. Comes out to Jangula up top. Cross for Jensen. Back to Jangula. Pass deflected off the glass, disrupted. But Flatabo can't clear. Still in the Cardinals' end. Hansen finally gets it, and will send it all the way back down to the Hawks' zone. Jensen leaves for Jangula. He'll reset behind the net. 1:42 to go on the power play. Campion's pass deflected, but gets through. Jack Campion on the other side of the ice. Jangula lost the handle and was upended by Ryan Corey. Jensen gets it into the net far side, chopped away by Simonson and batted to center by Wyatt Ball. Jangula chased back into his own end. Near side, Jack Campion. He's got the hat trick. And here's Jangula. Chased off it by Wyatt Ball. Back to the near side for Evan Axel. Axel into the zone as he's upended by Ryan Corey. Played around over the stick of Simonson and swept all the way down by Wyatt Ball.
Always tough when you get that 5-minute major to try and hold it off for that amount of time.
Played across, walking in and firing wide is Axel. This one played all the way down, and now we're going to see Joe Campion go to the cooler for the last 33 seconds, negating the rest of the power play.
Now, hopefully the Cardinals, when they get their chance on the power play, can try and cut into this lead again. 8:49 remaining in the contest. 3-goal lead for the Hawks of Armstrong-Cooper.
So the Cardinals Should have a minute 27 on the power play after this short 4-on-4, should nothing else occur. Lucas plays it in deep, recovers, tries to center, cut off by Tommy Carls. Backhanded pass, knocked down by Matt Campion. Campion has it taken away. Oh my goodness. Tommy a little slow to get up, but certainly a penalty there.
Oh, yeah.
So 3 seconds left on the penalty to roll off, or to Caden Anderson, rather. And then the Cardinals will have a 5-on-3.
Yeah, pretty obvious here.
Yeah, you can't. It's
you
hard
can't
to miss
that.
that one. So Cardinals with a 4-on-3 power play, and now a 5-on-3 power play.
Well, this is where you try and make something happen. If you're Coon Rapids trailing by 3, you got to get back into this contest. Time's winding down in the third.
Carls has it tipped off his stick. A.J. Carls has a jump off his out into the neutral zone. They regroup. Kirby Peary squeezed off it right at the stanchion by Jack Steinke, and he plays it all the way back down.
The official took a little spill on the ice.
Tommy Carls trying to stay away from Iden, does, into the zone. Gets around Steinke, centers, and it goes through everyone back out to center.
Good thought by Tommy Carls to put that puck back there. Just unfortunately no white jersey there to get it.
Espinosa got it to A.J. Carls, but he could only deflect it in with his skate. Tommy Carls back out to Espinosa. Backdoor to A.J. Carls. Up top, Van Holzen to A.J. Walking in. Walks around a man trying to go short side. And Reeves got a blocker on it.
A.J. did a nice job of stepping around that to create that opportunity.
Behind the net. Sweeps it to Espinosa. Down on the doorstep, Kirby kicked it to the back door, and it was swept away by Jensen just before Tommy could put it into an open net. Espinosa to Tommy out front, deflected off the post by Kirby Peary.
Wow, great pass to Peary too.
A 5-on-4 for another 20 seconds. Ide bumped, puck comes free. Kirby Peary, good hold by Espinosa, sent in. Reeves will leave it for his defenseman, who plays it off the board, kept in by Van Holzen. Final seconds tick away to the other penalty, a 5-on-3 advantage. A couple of shots, but still a 3-goal deficit. Only 6:18 remains.
So you see, again, that was such a great look at the wide open net, and Peary couldn't direct it the way he wanted to.
Jangula made an extra move, and in over the line was Wisejohn. Joe Campion throws that one into traffic. Caden Anderson going back the other way. Tied up, Campion backhands it down the ice. A race for it. Simonson gets there in front of Jangula. Jangula blew a tire. That shot through traffic. Wise makes the save. Out of the corner comes Wisejohn. Leaves it for Joe Campion. Steps in, wrist shot, glove save Wise. And he'll hold on for another faceoff.
Getting a little pressure in on the Coon Rapids net. Hawks still out shooting him 2-1, 30 shots on goal for Armstrong-Cooper and 15 for the Cards, who had 4 in the first period.
Pass to the point, just out of the reach of Axel. Cardinals can't recover at center. Teddy Campion couldn't get it through, and played in deep by Tyler Flattabo. Turning up ice is Axel. Tipped off his stick. He recovers into the corner. Axel able to push it through some traffic, recover, and head up ice into the Coon Rapids end. Steps around Corey. Can't step around the second defender. Puck recovered by Teddy Campion. Campion tied up by Jake Corey. Tommy Carls gets a steal. Heads towards center and now skates into the zone, and he's offside.
Oh, again, some.
Well, Axel held Tommy Carls into the bench.
Then he got a shot from a player
on the bench. And now
he's not happy.
A stern talking to from our official. Either way, Tommy Carls headed to the box. And something the Cardinals could ill afford.
Yeah, one of their best players off the ice for next 2
minutes.
Well,
any shorthanded situation there, you see, he's kind of held there, and he comes back swinging. And then he gets grabbed and held by a player on the bench. And they're discussing exactly what will come of it.
Our officials clearing him away.
And a 10-minute misconduct.
Wow.
I didn't think it was deserving of that.
No.
But that's what they call.
Will that affect him for his next game, Joe?
No.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Another look at it, and if you could hear the whistle goes long before that, and Axel should have let go, especially holding an opposing player onto your bench.
Yeah, exactly.
But and then the other hand that comes out and pulls Tommy away, that's just kind of a no-no.
Yeah.
That's especially in a game that's been this physical thus far. A.J. Carls just battling, trying to chew some time off the penalty clock. Hawks able to break to center. Pass goes off the heel of the stick of Anderson. Jensen can't keep it in as he has A.J. Carls pestering him. And he goes down, and A.J.'s getting a penalty now. And I think Jensen should be going too, and
he is.
These will be offsetting. He clearly held the stick after it got up and then threw it, which is unsportsmanlike conduct.
Definitely a physical game, no question about it. Yeah,
well, the brothers with a chance to do a little extra bonding in the penalty box.
I don't know if they've ever shared a room, but they're certainly sharing the penalty box.
Call it a slash. Could have called it a hook. There was definitely some stick work going on. Those will cancel out. AJ will be back on the ice. First whistle after 2:20 remaining. Axel's shot right into the chest protector of Connor Wise, and then he's bumped on the back door for sticking his stick in there after the goalie clearly had possession.
Yeah, we did. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before that. We did that outdoor game with them. I think it was a 3-2 contest, and that was a very physical game as well.
You are correct. We did see their game outdoors last year.
It was last year, right?
Yep. Axel's shot is blocked, gloved down by Joe Campion. Back to Axel. Pass trying to get it into Dimage was cut off. but the Hawks able to keep the zone. Joe Campion down low for Dimich. Back up top. Campion back to Dimich, top of the circle's turn. Shot is blocked. Back door, Teddy Campion is shot that also got blocked. Cardinals unable to clear, held in at the blue line. Here's Axel getting it into Teddy along the boards. Centers, it goes through for a shot that's blocked by Knapp, and Knapp has lost in his equipment somewhere. Hobbling a little bit, he blocked a couple of shots. Puck finally falls out, and in some definite pain as he's headed back toward the bench. That was not the first shot that he blocked on that shift. Cardinals are back to full strength. Shot from the point, hit traffic, bouncing around out front. Poked into the corner, Van Holzen ridden in there by Nolan College. And now Anderson ties up a man. Van Holzen bumped off it, kept in at the blue line by Schreiner. He's tied up now with Caden Anderson in the corner. Van Holzen digs it free. Cardinal fans really want a penalty called behind the play. They won't get it. Van Holzen just trying to tie it up along the boards. Caden Anderson moving the pile. Put him on the offensive line,
yeah,
boys.
Exactly. Or at least a fullback.
This one sent in deep and around. I think he's a senior, so I think
I think that ship sailed. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Eyed a chance in close. Wise able to get his shoulder on it, and his defenseman able to clear it away. Nicholas finally gains control and sends it the length of the ice.
And again, the Cardinals after that major penalties haven't been able to generate anything, and unfortunately for them, the Hawks made them pay with a couple of goals to increase that lead.
Well, the Cardinals came out, killed off a penalty to start, scored a minute 26 after killing off that penalty, and then less than 20 seconds later had the 5-minute major they had to try and kill off, but Armstrong-Cooper able to score twice on the major advantage. Knapp behind his own net. That pass hits a dead stick in the middle of the ice. Flatabo able to send it out to center. Campion lost the handle, poked away by Knapp. Lucas back across, Teddy Campion into the zone. Take the shot, blocker saved by Wise into the corner, pokes it free, and then gets one right in the chest, and he'll hold on for another faceoff. Under a minute remaining in this one, and the Cardinals are going to drop one that is a little frustrating because of how it happened. You know, bad bounce here and there. They had a couple of golden opportunities they weren't able to cash in on. Bad bounce here and there. Big penalties at bad times. And Armstrong-Cooper scores 3 on the power play and poised to get their 4th win of the season.
Yeah, I mean, give credit to them. Nice job of making the Cardinals pay from that major. And again, that's what you want to do, continue to put pressure on.
This game definitely got chippy.
Very physical.
Hard hitting as expected. But
we talked about
some tempers were flaring.
Maybe a little more physical than we thought it would be.
Oh, and still going.
Yeah.
And we're going to get some more penalties with 23 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't think there's any love lost between these two squads right now.
Cole Nicholas tied up with Mike Burns along the boards, and they'll head over to the cooler for the final 23 seconds. Nicholas with the initial hit, and then gets a little push back. It's actually to the right behind that where the penalties happened. That one tipped and ends up behind the net. Should just about do it for this contest. Another big collision along the end boards. But a ton of penalties, both sides, especially in that third period, and they definitely bite the Cardinals hard.
It really did, and we talked about Cardinals have won their last 3 of their last 4 games, and we're coming into this contest thinking that this is an opportunity for us to continue winning, and unfortunately it didn't turn that way out for them. Just 15 shots on goal in this game, and I know that's something that that Coach Mo will want more, try and get more offensive production, more look going forward. 34 shots on net for the Hawks.
Definitely a hard start to the new year, and this is a part of the schedule for the Cardinals where they were really hoping to turn things up. They've got a couple of games coming up, including tonight's contest, where if they can get some wins, it'll mean a lot for how they finish and how they end up seeded at the end of the season.
Well, and I think they've got their next 2 games, I believe, are on the road. I know
they are at
Champlin.
They're at Champlin on
and
Saturday
Cambridge.
and at Cambridge on Tuesday.
Yep.
Could have told you. I'll be there.
I know you'll be there. You wouldn't miss it.
But you will be at boys basketball on that Tuesday
yes,
night. We together will be at girls basketball Friday night, boys basketball next Tuesday. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from the Coon Rapids Ice Center, it's Armstrong-Cooper 5 and Coon Rapids 2. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.